you first came onto the show, you came on as a friend of Porsha's. So, what was your history?
Oh, you know what? It was more so through Dennis and Simon. They knew each other. They're in the same industry. You know, we own a nightclub called The Public, and Dennis was in that industry, and Simon was also in the restaurant industry. So they just would collide every here and there. And at some point in time, Porsha and I got to meet. And she was really sweet. She's always been very real and genuine. So we clicked.
Shabba-labba-doo-dwee-dwee. Listen, ma'am, it's a lot going on in the news sphere, in the media sphere, in the petty sphere, and I want nothing to do with it. I'm over here minding business that pay me. They got my routing and my account number. That's what I'm playing with. I ain't rotating on none of the efferys. Will be mine.
Child, Eva look like, she look and sound like, well, not look, but she sounds like, you know when non-black people try to be down and repeat urban slang, but it come out like just feeling wrong, like said wrong and corny? That's kind of what that felt like. Very wrong and corny. But anyways, let's get into this video, y'all. Child, it's a lot going on social media today, but before you get too caught up in the mess and the tea of the goings-on that's goings-ons, remember that I do have a website, www.neekatnight.com, where I sell men and women's pajamas, adult toys, and lingerie, goodies for the bedroom, so definitely check out my website, ASapping10, while you sip on this. Child, social media is gagging, baby. Social media is gagging at the fact that Porsha is coming forward and she is revealing that she done stole her man and she don't care, basically. Now, it all started when social media started to catch wind of photos that Porsha posted on Mother's Day. So she posted photos on Mother's Day, and in the photo, they see her baby daddy, which is Dennis, and then they also see Simon. But people started to take extra notice at how she was turned with her back to Dennis and her hand was placed on Simon. So they posted another photo in the thread, and each photo, you know, she has her hand on him and not on Dennis. So people started to question it, and they're like, this hand placement got me confused, sweetie. Like, baby girl, what's going on? Why is your hand on him? I have so many answers. I have so many questions. I need some answers. Yada, 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 yada. And people were just like, girl, I know that ain't Simon. Like, I know that ain't who you cozying up to. Like, what is good in Hollywood, or as they say, Atlanta, because that's where y'all at. But you know, Hollywood, it extends, okay? It extends when it comes to situations dealing with these celebrities. Okay. So anyways, so Porsha had first went on Dish Nation and she started to allude that she has a secret boo, and she had people wondering who she was talking about.
You're up here smiling, standing between Dennis and another man, honey. Yes, now the fans want to know, honey, what's up?
I will say this. I am happy. I am in love with my new love, and I'm excited about it. God is good. You know, my family is amazing. They support me, and I will dish on it a little bit later, Gary.
So then after people noticed that Fallon unfollowed her, people started to wonder if there was any validity to her actually truly dating Simon. To which she decided to come to her social media and basically let the girls know that she is not a friend to Fallon and that is her man, and who gonna check her about it. Basically, that's kind of what I gathered. Like, that's my man, she ain't my friend, and who gonna check me, boo? I mean, that's kind of what it was given. I mean, that's kind of what I read when I was seeing what she was saying with the photo and posting it, and, you know, all of that. That's kind of what is given to me. So she posted this right here to let people know this is what it is, and she ain't worried about what you think. Child, so this right here is the tea, child. So a lot of people feel like this is a fake publicity relationship for the show, and some people are actually really questioning Porsha's character and wondering if she really would stoop as low to dating an associate's man. Now, just because you hang out around a person does not mean they are friends, but your associate's men should be off limits to you as well. Okay? They might not be your friend, but if you are going to the club with them, you at their house, you know where they live, then they are enough of an associate for their man to be off limits, baby girl. Friend or not. But this is what she had to say. She said, our relationship began a month ago. Yes, we are crazy in love. I know it's fast, but we're living life each day to its fullest. I choose happiness every morning and every night, turning out all the negative energy and only focus on positive wishes. He makes me so happy, and to me, that is what matters the most. For all of you that need facts, I get the optics, but Simon filed for divorce from a previous marriage in January. I had nothing to do with their divorce filing. That's between the two of them. Okay? Fallon and I are not friends, and Simon's divorce has been settled. Our relationship is a positive, loving step forward in everybody's lives. Okay? So she continued that message by saying, Simon and Dennis are committed to being respectful and supportive of my happiness in this situation, as well as being the best co-parents they can be to baby PJ. Two black men stepping up and being amazing people. Let's praise them. It's truly a beautiful moment in my life, and we cannot wait to spend the rest of our lives together. Love wins. Now, Porsha, this is cute and all, and like, you know, when people have good co-parenting situations, I feel like that's great. But only dating a month, y'all are still in the honeymoon phase of dating. Y'all really ain't really took the gloves off and really got to know each other. I mean, you still getting adjusted to his morning breath. If y'all even laying in bed and waking up next to each other, I mean, after a month. But hey.
Girl, Ava, y'all, and how in the heck are you in love? Y'all just met a month ago. How are you in love? And you just met a month ago. Close your legs to marry man. That's the topic for today. Is close your legs to marry man. Okay? Girl, you on, girl, Black Lives Matter. You screaming Black Lives Matter, but while screaming Black Lives Matter, you running in somebody else's backyard. Porsha Williams, no baby, no baby. Oh, the tea is popping. Baby, the tea is popping hot right now. And she's pregnant. Ooh. Okay, I gotta get off on her. Okay, y'all. I gotta get off on her. How do I exit off? Hold on.
Within this month, Simon, he said he's gonna let the cat out the bag, and he announced on his social media that not only are they dating, which is still questionable if it's real or not only are they dating, but they are also engaged. That's just what it is, what it is, what it is, okay? So he took to his social media, and on his social media, he posted up a post that shows that he is now engaged to Porsha, and that's just what it is, and that's just what it's given, and that's just what they doing. Okay, so in this post right here is where he decided to announce that not only are they in this relationship that's possibly a PR relationship, but they are also possibly in a PR engagement as well. Okay? Publicity stunts don't stop. Don't stop, don't drop. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if it's real or not, if it's PR or not, but they are saying that it's very much real. They're in love. It's been a month, and it is what it is, what it is, what it is. Okay, so in this post right here, he shared a few photos. He shared a photo of the ring that he had got her. He also shared a photo of her basically cutting the cake when they got engaged and her being excited about it. And he wanted to let people know that, you know, he is going to take the opportunity to thank everybody who wished him and Porsha well. So he came forward and he said in his little post where he was, you know, celebrating everything like that, he said, "I like to seize this opportunity to thank every well-wisher of Porsha and I, whether via phone, text, or DM. You affirm my belief that finding love is possible for everyone who is genuinely seeking it. Getting married again was never a question in my mind, but when, did not expect to be blessed with a mate so soon. The interesting thing about life is that it is an individual journey. Porsha and I, with the support of our loved ones, have chosen to travel together as one and spread love and positivity to our community, which is in desperate need of positive and healthy images of the best versions of ourselves. We travel this road not lightly, considering we have been in relationships that have taught us to want to do better for ourselves. I asked her to marry me because we checked all of each other's boxes and then some. We have done the individual work to sustain a healthy relationship, and I stand next to her, proud that we found each other. What we have is what we wish every single one of you out there, happiness." So when I asked, she said yes. That is all that mattered. Thank you again for the love and support. Truly appreciate it. Love wins. Okay, so after all of this stuff was going on, then Shade Room decided to dig up their artifacts after Porsha said, "That ain't my friend. We ain't friends. We don't jig like that." Social media, you know, they started to dig up the receipts, and Shade Room was like, "Baby, what's tea? What's tea?" Now, I'm a person, I know that associating with a person does not mean you are friends, but if you are this close in proximity where you are going out with one another, you may not be friends, but you're close enough associates for that person's partner to be off limits to you.
If we look at this situation as coworkers and we look at them as only coworkers who were put together for a storyline and they're not really friends, what do you guys think the girl code is when you're hanging around coworkers and the men of your coworkers who you're not really their friend, but y'all work together? Because a lot of people seem to feel as though they were not friends. We didn't hear about this girl until recently, until this season. If she was such a friend of Porsha's, we would have been heard about her. And they feel as though she's nothing more than a coworker. So in those terms, did she cross girl code?
Whatever. But what people have to understand is a lot of this stuff in reality TV, like, they will put people together who are not really friends, and that's their way of introducing them to the show. Like, so it very well could be that the producer said, "Okay, well, we just gonna say that this is Porsha's friend, and we gonna set up this scene like this," and they could actually not really be friends. Okay, but the fact that they were cuddled up and hanging out in the club outside of production, then that kind of makes it seem like, I don't know. But these scenarios do be made up a lot of the times. And just because on production it introduces somebody as somebody's friend, sometimes they set these scenes up. And these people don't really be effing with each other like that. It just be to fill out the show and create a storyline. I'm shooting a small little bell to Porsha because I understand how reality works. But I don't know.
Now, if she didn't cross girl code in coworker terms, she definitely crossed some type of code in relationship terms. Because as Fallon stated, she said that Dennis and Simon were friends first, and that's how she met Porsha, because Porsha's baby daddy was friends with her husband. So in terms of you being in a relationship with a man and you dating his friend, I mean, there's a couple of boundaries that seem to be mixed and mingled, but we still don't know if this is a storyline. But I'm going to refresh what Fallon said.
You first came onto the show. You came on as a friend of Porsha's. So, what was y'all history?
Oh, you know what? It was more so through Dennis and Simon. They knew each other. They're in the same industry. You know, we own a nightclub called The Public, and Dennis was in that industry, and Simon was also in the restaurant industry. So they just would collide every here and there. And at some point in time, Porsha and I got to meet. And she was really sweet. She's always been very real and genuine. So we clicked.
Okay, so if it didn't cross the friend code, did it cross the relationship boundary of his friend code? Well, if you're still pondering, somebody decided to set the scene and set the scenario, and they wanted you to ponder some things real quick. It says, boom, this is the scenario. You're a single mom and you get approached by a man who is worth $40 million. He's not the most attractive, but he treats you like royalty. The only issue is he just got divorced from your coworker and he used to work with your ex, and y'all have hung out several times before, but you don't consider her a friend per se. Is he off limits or fair game to you? Question mark. I don't know. Y'all let me know down below. But anyways, so you had the side of people who felt like they were just coworkers, and then you had the side of people who felt like, they felt like they were genuinely friends, and Shade Room, they were bringing up old artifacts and old videos to try to prove that there was a friendship there. Now, like I told y'all, I feel like, some of these scenarios could have been set up, but social media was like, they friends, and we about to pull it up, and we about to dig it up, and we about to prove it. They started to dig up her ring compared to Porsha's ring, and people were basically like, what's tea? They also started to dig up the time that Porsha went to Fallon's house and everything was all good in Hollywood, or Atlanta, as I keep saying good in Hollywood, but y'all get my drift. What's good in Atlanta? Okay? People started to dig up the time when they was all comfy cozy and stuff like that.
This is my husband, Simon, everyone. How are you? Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Yes,
thank you for coming.
And I see you laid it out for us.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, that makes me want to get married all over again.
I mean, it's gorgeous.
Yes,
it's
we may just have to renew our vows, ring upgrade.
Love it. The usual. Love it.
Porsha was so fake on that scene. Love it. Love it. A miss. I mean, what do y'all think about it? What was your reactions about it? Do you think this is a PR engagement? Or do you think that Porsha is only worried about securing the bag, honey? He got the bag and she is making sure that she is financially set. And if that means love, child, she is in love, child. Or, she could be a hopeless romantic, and she could be a person who falls that quickly. I don't know. But I do know what social media reacted to it and how they reacted and what they said and what they felt about it, child. Okay? So this is basically, social media's reaction to the situation. As you see, this person right here says, me trying to figure out if Porsha and Simon is real or a joke. And this was the running theme all over social media. A lot of people did not know whether this is a real thing or a joke. Let me run through some of the memes.
Girl, what's going on? Girl, what's going on?
Somebody said, Porsha Center Peach Williams is about to set the next season off, honey. Okay, so then this person says, okay, so I have just been made aware of Porsha and Fallon's husband. My muffin cap is peeled back blue. Somebody else said, well, come on, Real Housewives of Atlanta fans. Let Porsha have it like y'all have been dogging Kenya for flirting with Apollo for 100 years ago. I better hear all the she's vile, she's a slut, she's a homewrecker that you have been kicking around for years about Kenya. Now, Miss Petty LaBelle, are you saying that Kenya did not deserve the stuff that people were saying about her as it pertains to Apollo? Let me know what you feel. But if you want them to keep the same energy, then okay. I get it. But I hope you're not saying like you didn't feel like Kenya didn't deserve that. I hope that's not what it is. I hope that's not what it's giving, sweetie. Anyways, so somebody else said Porsha dead a wrong for dating Fallon's husband. Y'all wasn't friends, but you invited her on the show. You was at her house in the pool, honey child. And as you see on the show, they introduced Fallon as Porsha's friend. So you see on here, it says Fallon, Porsha's friend. And they said, Simon, who is Fallon's husband. And people was like, this ain't your friend, but you invited her on the show. Like, what's tea? What is it giving, honey? What is it giving? Anyways, moving right along. So somebody else said everybody and their mama after hearing Porsha is with Simon.
That's a very bad idea.
This meme says Bravo film crew headed to ATL after hearing Porsha is dating Fallon's ex-husband. They is running to get that footage, child. Quick, fast, in a hurry. This one right here says, Porsha, now we are all excited for season 14. When we was just crying about the bad production this season, the devil works hard, Kris Jenner works harder, but Andy Cohen, baby, works the hardest. Okay? And so this right here says, this is literally Porsha and Fallon.
Hey, girl, how you been? Fine. Where you headed? Up there to see your man. Is he up there? Oh, he's up there. Let me go holler at that Negro. Okay. Bye, sweetie.
My whole thing be, when something happened, people immediately find the perfect movie clips to add to the scenario. Like, how do y'all think back, like, oh, that one time when Gabrielle Union and Vivica Fox was in that movie? Remember that one scene when Vivica was in the car? Oh, let me dig that up. Like, how do y'all dig it up, find the time stamp, record it, put it on here, make them, like, how are y'all so quick? Like, I just don't be understanding. But the last slide is the key, honey. It's the last slide for me, baby. He said this is Porsha after Simon told her his divorce was finalized. I can't play the Aaliyah song, but this right here, it's the last slide for me. This mess is comedy. Too much. Anyways, now as it pertains to girl code in general, what is your definition of girl code in this matter? Like, as it pertains to friends, dating exes, or associates, or what have you. There are a lot of people who are confused with girl code. Even a person who went on the Respectfully Justin show, they had basically asked a question, and they were like, asking a question as it pertains to girl code. And it seems like a lot of people are confused on what girl code is. This is what someone asked on the Respectfully Justin show.
You look good. Okay. Nice to meet you, Queen. Shit.
All right, my question is, how many times you got to with a nigga before he's off limits to everybody in your friend group?
Wait, what? I'm confused.
So is it one time and he's off limits?
Or is it? What you off limits? He off limits.
Even if it's a one night stand.
What?
See, now we gotta fight.
What
you even think about now? What you even think about now? We gotta fight.
Like, that's not cool. We don't
I ain't saying your best friend.
He's just saying any bitch in my motherfucking car, in my face, in my presence, breathe my air. If you even say hi, don't look at no nigga I fuck with. Period.
Okay. So as you see that person was basically very much confused on what girl code is. I don't feel like informing the young lad, but you guys let me know what your definition of girl code is and what your definition of he off limits. Is it off limits when you're friends and it's okay if it's an associate and that's not really your friend? Is it off limits for associates as well? What is your definition of this is now a boundary into girl code and this person should be off limits to you? Now, some people may feel like, if y'all not friends like that, if y'all not calling each other up like that, whoop, then it's not a violation. or some people feel like that is a violation. So I want to know what your definition of girl code is. What do y'all think about this whole fiasco? Do you think that this is a real relationship? Do you think that this is a storyline? And do you think that, you know, season 14 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta is going to be lit? I seen somewhere else that it was reported that Phaedra was going to guest star on a special episode or whatever. I don't know if that aired or not. I don't watch the show. I haven't watched the show in years. But those of you who do watch the show, honey, what y'all think is going to be the get down or the get down? Do you think that it's going to be a hell of a season? Do you think that this is real? What do you think is going on? Now, if this is not real, I don't know that I would play with my character like that for a storyline. Like, once you have certain allegations on you, like, storyline or not, like, if it's not real, I don't know if I would go that far to reach for a storyline. And I know, like, this is going to be forever attached to my name regardless. But I mean, hey, however people feel like they need to secure the bag, secure the relationship, secure whatever, do what you do, I guess. But y'all let me know, again, your definition of girl code. And do you feel like this is a violation of girl code? Do you feel like she overstepped? Do you think that this situation will last? She already got a big old rock on her hand after a month. And they are saying they're happily, blissfully in love. And they are going to travel the world and run off in the sunset, okay? And Dennis is their cheerleader, and he is champion all of the get down to get down. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this down below. Let's talk about it in the comments. All right, that's all for this video. If you guys have not yet visited my website, definitely go to www.neekatnight.com and see what goodies I have in store for you that might work out for you and everything like that. Hit me up on my website, and I'll see you guys on the next video. All right, guys.